Survival horror is a hugely popular and enduring genre in the video games world. This genre blends the tension of horror with the intense survival mechanics of resource management, exploration, and combat. So today, we'll dive into the new upcoming ultra-realistic survival horror games that will come out in 2025. A.I.L.A is a visceral and realistic depiction of body horror. Disgusting, monstrous creatures can be gruesomely dismembered and traumatized with its physically believable world, teeming with rich possibilities of interaction.
See who's the real beast here.
Degrees below zero stood for a bite of frost that hurt and that must be guarded against. The blood in my body recoils before it. Blood is alive and wants to hide away and cover itself up from the fearful cold. The shivering came more quickly upon me. I was losing my battle with the frost. It was creeping into my body from all sides. A good idea, I thought, to sleep off to death. Freezing was not so bad as people thought. There were worse ways to die. And I was right. There are worse ways to die.
Cronos: The New Dawn is a third-person survival horror game set in a grim world where Eastern European brutalism meets retrofuturist technology. It will launch for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series and PC via Steam in 2025. Psycho Dead is a third-person survival horror game that you play as a girl with a psychic power who tries to escape from a secret lab and is pursued by deadly stalkers.
What is this place?
If we can escape from here, I'll tell you everything.
Hello? Where is everyone?
But trust me, Alexia,
Dr.
there
Ulrich,
is no better
what does
place
all
for you
this
than here.
Animal Use Protocol is a first-person narrative-focused survival horror in which you play as Pen, a hyper-intelligent chimpanzee. Hunted at every turn, your only chance of survival lies in scavenging, crafting and exploring Anchorage Station.
I've always wanted to fly.
Directive 8020 is a cinematic horror game that blends intense survival gameplay with meaningful choices and a branching storyline. Evade a deadly alien threat that roams the dark corridors of the ship, intent on eradicating human life. On Air is a game in the genre of survival horror with sci-fi elements written in the first person. Imagine that you fell asleep in a quiet old hotel and woke up in a completely different place, all the inhabitants of which want to kill you. The Occultist focuses on stealth over combat, offering a unique survival horror experience with intricate puzzles and immersive storytelling.
No. It's a constant struggle between good and evil, light and dark, living and dead. What is real and what's not? Can a blind person describe the light? Our limitations as human beings prevent us from really seeing what is there. But when suggestive becomes evident, then we see what is really there. face evil, fear is not an option.
Agni, Village of Calamity is a new survival horror game from Indonesia that is turning heads with its stunning visuals and unique concept developed by newly founded indie studio SHIVER Interactive, powered by Unreal Engine 5.
Bukan tugasmu, Agni. Kamu tahu kita punya protokol.
Jadi ibu cuma mau saya nunggu aja gitu.
Kita bertindak sebagaimana mestinya. Tugasmu bukan di sini. Agni, perlu kamu ketahui, sejengkal saja kamu keluar dan menginjakkan kaki di tempat itu, semua pintu deskupan akan tertutup buatmu. Jangan buat keputusan yang akan kamu sesali.
Lila butuh saya, Bu.
Agni, Kak, ini Lila, Kak. Ayo pulang. Lila mau pulang.
Regeneration is a third The Path into the Abyss is a hardcore first-person open-world survival shooter set in Buenos Aires with a backdrop of cosmic horror, combat mechanics, dynamic AI, and looting.
Hoy con nuestro cuerpo el manto gris de esta ciudad desolada. Ellos, los anhelantes viajeros del mar, nacidos del continente de los reyes, sin saber qué les deparaba, de trabajo, sudor y lágrimas. Armaron sus casas de barro y plantaron vida, compartiendo con otros cuya naturaleza desconocían. Y con más fuerza que nunca lucharon para mantener sus raíces, sus creencias.
Que vive en lo profundo. Es como una sombra.
A.I.L.A. is an immersive, photorealistic experience that takes the player to the edge of horror, including survival horror, psychological horror, action horror, and more.
Imagine a reality that feels limitless, worlds brought to life by bleeding-edge immersive technology.
We are legally obliged to mention that the program has a 68% survival rate.
But how about we take a look at some employee benefits awaiting you as a valued tester? Full dental coverage, social office atmosphere, personal medical insurance, work from home opportunities, the eventual total dissolution of your ability to discern the virtual from the real.
Tormented Souls 2 is an award-winning classic survival horror sequel. Stalk the shadow-drenched halls of haunting monasteries. The Lost Wild is a survival horror adventure about overcoming nature's most formidable forms of life. Discover abundant facilities nestled in a lush wilderness teeming with prehistoric life. Retrieval is a cinematic survival horror and action-adventure game, blending immersive storytelling, gripping gameplay, and deep character development.
Digging. Always searching for answers we should have never asked. Always clawing at the surface like worms begging for food. A lack of understanding to push what we don't know when something should be left alone.
There's nothing we can do.
DEPRISION is a survival horror game that delivers an immersive and terrifying AAA experience. Survive human madness, amnesia's power, and navigate parallel worlds via a deadly virus.
Pressure improved. There is currently one leaking.
INDUSTRIA 2 is a classic single-player narrative FPS genre with survival horror and immersive sim elements into a gripping audio-visually rich adventure brought to life in Unreal Engine 5.
This pit is filled with the arachnic enemy type we saw before. Choosing a firebomb here is a wise decision to get rid of a lot of enemies at once.
The Bornless is an action horror FPS. Face off against other players, summon demons, and build factions in a Lovecraftian world. Use black magic, acquire powerful weapons, upgrade your safe house, and strategize to survive. Post-Trauma is a modern-day survival horror inspired by genre-defining classics. Players will explore the unknown, unravel mysteries, and try to survive the unspeakable horrors that lurk in these threatening surroundings.
Where is this? Is this hell?
Hell would have meaning. No, this is just us and our gloom.
Can I leave?
We're not stuck or lost, no. We are right where we are supposed to be.
Make peace with the gloom. There's no better way. Trust me.
You think you can escape what you've done?
I think I can try.
Outbreak Island is an open-world sandbox survival horror game. Every trip outside the shelter is a balancing act of survival. By the lighthouse and Lovecraft. Upgrade the lighthouse with unique equipment, develop the island, and survive the night. The Sinking City 2 is a third-person survival horror game set in an otherworldly, Lovecraftian version of the 1920s United States. Immerse yourself in a distinct atmosphere of cosmic horror and twisted designs drawn from the dark wellsprings of H.P. Lovecraft's macabre imagination. Little Nightmares 3 is the third installment in a series of survival horror platformers with adventure and stealth elements. The game features 2 playable characters supporting single-player and co-op. Paranormal Tales is a first-person survival horror game that allows you to discover the stories of people who disappeared after confronting supernatural powers.
Teddy, come on now! Teddy, for fuck's sake!